Thanks for tuning into the channel. A new week for the stock market. Are you gonna start building some wealth? Let me know down in the comments below if you're in the market, if you're just doing long term, or if you're doing short term. Now I'm doing both. I'm doing long term and short term. Now, the short term I started this year, 2025. Long term, I've been doing over 10 years. And the reason I started doing short term is I realized, hey, I want to enjoy life also right now, right? You want to make money right now. Now, I also want to prepare for the future. So if I do make it to retirement age, I want to have the choice to work if I want to, not be in a situation like many where they have to, right? So that's why I believe it's very important to save towards retirement. That way, when you get there, if you get there, you can hopefully have the choice if you've done well in your investment journey. But we're not guaranteed tomorrow, and we're definitely not guaranteed that we're going to make it to retirement. So I also want to enjoy the right now, and that's why I started to do some short-term trading, and it's actually gone very well for me. So I'm going to be sharing what I'm doing and my opinions. Now, I do want to let you know I'm not a professional. Whatever I say in the video, I do recommend do your own homework. Check out what I'm saying. Make sure that what I'm telling you is something that if you are interested in doing it yourself, that you do your own homework, that you understand that investing carries risk. This is very important. Okay, there's no guarantee. So I want to put that out there, let you know I'm not professional. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. I want to share that with the viewers, and I want to know what you're up to. Let me know down in the comments below, but let's get into it. If you watched my last video, I talked about a stock, and it's called Big Bear AI. I believe AI, in my opinion, is going to stay. Some people think we're in an AI bubble, and that's okay to have different opinions. I believe that we're not in a bubble. I believe it's going to stay around, and I see big companies investing in it heavily, right? And with time, you're going to see changes. It's already happening. Some of you are already aware of it. So I think it's definitely going to be something to stay, and it's going to be part of the future. Some of us don't like change, but you got to understand the world's always changing, and I believe this company is a small cap that has potential to go up in the short term, and that one is the Big Bear AI. I got into it last week, and I actually got into it other times because the price of it's just been going up. Not super fast, but it has been going up. And the reason it's been going up, there's been news about it. It's been getting a lot of contracts with the government. Okay. It's been getting those government contracts. The funding's so it's getting funding, it's getting deals, the revenue's going up. And this is important when, especially with these small caps. If you see that they're growing, you see that they're gaining contracts, they're doing partnerships, these are the positive things you want to see in these small cap stocks that they're growing, right? And I'm going to share with you, and I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm not going to go too in depth into Big Bear AI, but I want to share with you the 52-week low. So the 52-week low, and again, anything that I'm telling you, you can check yourself right now. You can just do like what I'm doing on the phone. You can go on Google and you can check out. Hopefully, you can see there. You can check out the graph, which I recommend. You can see the 52-week low. You can see the 52-week high. But the 52-week low was $1.51. And its high is $10.36. Now, I have a little book here that sometimes I take notes to not forget because I actually was in BBAI and I ended up buying it again. And I do that a lot with these small caps, but sometimes I forget my entry points, and I like to share it. I want to share it with you so you know my entry points. Where did I put it? Oh, it's in. Sorry, I have a few notebooks because I do take a lot of notes when I'm doing these things, and some of these notes are different things. But let me get that entry point. Perfect. So I bought it at $7, and it shot up. And we've been having the stock market this month of October. It's been going up and down. It's been volatile, right? So since I do have some concerns, even though I'm bullish and I believe the stocks are going to go higher and we're going to close the end of the year higher, I do have concerns. I know we got the government shut down. I know we got trade tensions with China. So there's some things that definitely need to get resolved and that can definitely impact the stock market either in a positive or negative way. And I'm aware of that. So on my short terms, I'm actually getting out a little bit quicker than I typically would. But I was in it at $7. I sold out of it, made some FCF, made a little bit of cash, right? And then I decided to get back in it. I decided to get back in it because I read, it's getting the BBAI, it's growing, it's getting the government contract. So in my opinion, it's going to go up higher. And right now, it's just going down with the rest of the market. It's nothing that has to do just with the company. It's not like the rest of the stocks are going up and BBAI is just going down. So I found it as an opportunity to buy in the dip, and I think in the short term it's going to go up, and that's why I got in recently. And my new price that I got in at, what is my new price? Let me log into my account, my brokerage account here, and I'll see what I got in at. All right, I'm logging in. So I got a new entry point since I already sold and made some FCF on it. And my new entry point right now with BBAI, and I'm going to share my new entry point. And right now I'm actually down on it. I'm down on it. And then the reason I'm saying this, just understand when you get into stock long term or short term, if you believe in it, even if it goes down a little bit, don't panic and just sell everything because a lot of people, if they're new, they tend to do that. I've seen people that got into the stock market and they want to sell as soon as they see it go down a couple dollars. And it's like, why are you selling? Is there something that, what's wrong with the company? Is there negative news coming out? Did the CEO step down? There's no negative news. It's just the market, just hold on to it. Don't just sell, don't rush and sell. And that's the worst thing you can do. Sometimes you just got to hold unless there's really negative news that the CEO stepped down, the company is doing, did its earnings call and you realize, hey, this thing, is doing horrible earnings and things like that, then that could be a reason to sell at a loss. But if you got no information like that, like their earnings is good, nothing's changed on the company, I wouldn't just sell off if there's no news coming out negative about the company or if their earnings is not bad or anything. No reason to sell. So just understand the market does go up and down. And right now, you can have the markets just going down because there was a tweet from the president or there was been comments about the, tariffs about China. All that could affect the market and the company you might be selling out and it'll go up maybe back next week, right? If you look at the stock market right now, one day is down, the next day is up. So just understand sometimes even the short plays, you got to be in them longer than you may want to, but that's just part of the game. So I wanted to throw that out there. But my new cost average is 887. Okay, I was in it at 7. And it's usually if it goes up a dollar or two, I'll sell. Sometimes I hold. It all depends. But I did sell BBAI, and that was my new entry point. I believe BBAI is going to go to 10 and eventually higher, right? And I'm just sharing my opinion. So don't just go run and buy the stock because that's how I feel. Don't forget to do your homework. But I think it's going to go to $10. And as soon as it does, I'll probably, well, at that time I'll see, but I might sell. That's what I do most of the time. And I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to share my short-term play and my entry point and what I'm thinking to get when I will get out of it. Now, I did get into a new play on Friday before the market closed on the dip. I got into Serve Robotics. Now, some of you may be familiar with Serve Robotics and not know it. You may have seen some little robots on your sidewalk, and they're delivering food, right? And if you look up Serve Robotics, ticker symbol is SERV. Okay, they just partnered up with DoorDash. That's really positive news. If you look at the 52-week low and the 52-week high, you can see it's been moving up, and I'll go over that with you. So the 52-week low, serve. So the 52-week low on it has been $4.66, and its high has been 24.35. And I've been in server robotics since this year, the beginning of the year. It's not the first time. I've just been getting in and out. I got into server robotics under 10 and I've held it and it's gone up $2 or $3. I sold it and I've been doing rinse and repeat with server robotics. And to be honest, server robotics is a stock that I wish I wouldn't even have done that. I would have just kept the shares that I had under $10 and held, because server robotics not too long ago hit $18 a share. And I saw that and I said, I'm going to wait for a pullback. Got a pullback. I got back into this thing over $14. Now, that's the highest I've ever bought for robotics. And I know I'm running a risk. One of these small caps could, turn around on me. And if the market does, end up going, down on me into bear territory, these small caps are going to get hit hard. And the reason I throw this out is important to know that, okay, these small caps they have more risk. And when the market has a downturn, they get impacted harder and they also take longer to recover. With that said, it's important when you're doing short term, if you are, what I do is I don't put all my money, right? I take as I have I call it the basis, a set amount of money that I have to do the shorts. But I never put my rent money, my mortgage money, my car payment money. Don't take your responsibilities. Don't take that money and try to gamble in the stock market. That's not what we're doing. Take extra money that you have if you wish. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Extra money that I'm okay if I lose it. I understand I can lose it because at the end of the day, I am investing into small caps, and some of these companies are going to go a lot higher and they're going to become really big companies, and some of these companies are not going to make it. Now, some of the things that I do, I, I make sure I listen to the earnings calls of these companies. I'm constantly reading up on them, and that's what you have to do, making sure that nothing negative's coming out on these stocks that I'm in, that nothing's changed about the company, paying attention to the earnings calls. To be honest, one thing that I do a lot of times when we get close to earnings, usually like 2 days before, I sell out of it if I'm not 100%, and I never am 100% sure how the earnings call is going to go, right? So to avoid that risk, I sell out of it, because this year I've noticed that if the earnings doesn't go well, the stocks get hit really, really hard. So I'd rather not even be in it during the earnings call. Now, if the earnings call goes well, they'll skyrocket. So it's a risk you got to take. But I'll lose gains, but I'd rather be out of it and just get back in it. But that's why I'm paying attention to the earnings, reading up on the company, and also you have the market. You have a lot of things that could affect these stocks, even though it's not the company. It's just the trade tensions again with China. You got, people are worried about the economy. They're worried about unemployment, right? And there's a lot of data with the government shutdown that we haven't received yet. So all these things are going to play an impact in the stock market. So the only risk is not just the stock, right? You can read it and know like, hey, Serve Robotics is doing good. It's just partnered with DoorDash. They're expecting to grow. They are growing. That's all great. And the earnings call could come out and be great. But if you get these other things outside of the company that start to come out negative, these companies will get impacted. All these companies will get impacted. And I throw this out there so you know that there is risk and there are elements out, that you may not even think about that can affect the market. So it's just, if you want to invest, be aware of that. Remember that I'm not a professional. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. I wanted to share some of my short-term plays with you. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button. If you have any questions for me, let me know down in the comments below. If you want to know if I end up making a profit or not in these, also let me know, because I like to make more videos like this, sharing the ones I'm buying. And when I sell, I want to share my journey doing my shorts with you. And I want to know if you have any questions or anything, just let me know down in the comments below. Do me a big favor, check out that description box if you haven't done so. And I'll check you out. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.